Chapter 1. The old woman looked at the place for the last time. There were, among many others, the remains of his uncle. She raised her eyes to heaven and made a small prayer, and those were the last words spoken in this place for 200 years. Rest, uncle. I hope someday you can understand the reasons why I brought you here, the reasons why I authorized them to use your memories. No, I stole them from us. I borrowed them so that someone in the future can know who you were. God be with us both. Thanks for everything. She looked at the door controls. She checked that her space suit was adjusted, the levels were all correct. She opened the door by pressing a button and went out. Inside only silence stayed behind. All rights reserved. 2023. Carlos Israel Zendiges Sanchez. Episode 2. He raised his eyes and looked smiling out of the moving vehicle. Suddenly he felt so happy he could believe that he had finally found something that had never been done before. He had found something that hadn't even been used by early AI vendors to train their old models, not in the last 10 years, or 50 years, or 100 years. Nobody had anything on that topic. Point and aside. He quickly prepared the entire sequence of the presentation, step by step what he was going to do. He sent a stealth bot to review the legal issue. I send information to the bots of their bosses and to those of intellectual protection. He wanted everything to be checked in a few hours. I could show it to the committee tomorrow. And if they approved, it was going to be the best entertainment program of the last 10 years. Nothing was going to be the same after this. He was so happy. He was finally going to be able to pay off all his debts. He could pay the generational debts of his relatives and even those of his acquaintances. Everyone's, and also invite them on a luxurious trip. Wherever. Something luxurious, perhaps even on the outer planets. This was the opportunity of a lifetime. If he had known that all he had to do was go looking for things more than 200 years old, from 2045 or 2054, because not even the oldest and most archaic artificial intelligences had prior knowledge. He used to think that all knowledge was known by artificial intelligences, the cheap ones and the expensive ones. But no, it turned out that there were things that they had missed learning and absorbing the artificial intelligences. And that put on a silver platter an idea to become filthy rich. Copyright 2023, Carlos Israel Zendiges Sanchez. Chapter 3. More than 300 executives connected to the interview. They all knew every last detail of the proposal. Everyone would be present to validate and approve every word that was said, every gesture or intonation. Neither was going to actively participate, unless necessary, but they were involved in the biggest project of the year. They represented each of the different areas of Big Bang Entertainment, one of the industry giants. Well, to say it better, you are the new one of the 3 contestants of the program. Those were the first words of Kuno, smiling. Welcome to the Big Bang family. You already reviewed everything that was sent to you. We're very, very grateful for your time, and now what we want to do is, well, see if you have any questions. The candidate nodded. Basically, broadly speaking, everything is very high level. You are going to be with us all the time for this first season. You will be provided with state-of-the-art equipment. It is much better than your personal follower bot. You will be communicating and will be monitored for transmissions. So everything you see, everything that goes through your mind or you feel, well, everything, it will be transmitted. We are going to be transmitting it, and well, we expect hundreds of millions, or several billions of audiences. We want our subscribers, all of our people who enjoy sensory experiences, to be happy with this show. Copyright 2023, Carlos Israel Zendiges Sanchez.